Now, if you know me, Solo P1, if you've been following me for even 6 months, you know Monaco is not my favorite track. I despise Monaco. Overrated, outdated, and dog shit. 3 simple words. Now, in the 70s and the 80s and even the 90s, 60s, whatever, going back to the beginning, the cars were a lot smaller. They were a lot smaller. So that made overtaking a lot easier. But with these cars today, these cars, they are the size of an aeroplane. These cars are huge. And once you are in front in Monaco, once you've got the front place, as long as you don't hit that barrier, which is getting even closer every year because of the size of the cars, as long as you don't hit that barrier, you'll win the race. You come in, you do your standard pit, come out, and you're in front, and you've won the race. This is why I do not like Monaco. They need to outlaw this track. Outlaw. Now, they're talking about on the TV, well, on the news today, that they're thinking about outlawing Monaco. There's no fixed contract for next year for Monaco. Now, you got some people on the side of the fence are saying maybe we should keep Monaco. It's an historic track. People like coming here. It's, if anybody knows about Formula One, they always talk about they always talk about Monaco. Now, to me, I think that's a load of shit. A load of shit. Now, for me, I know people are going to say I'm biased, but for me, when it comes to Formula One, I think about Silverstone. Because at the end of the day, Silverstone is where Formula One was born in 1950. Silverstone. That's where it all started, in Silverstone. Not in Monaco. It started at Silverstone. So for me, the diamond jubilee, the diamond of Formula One is Silverstone. Very simple. It's Silverstone. Now, I'm just saying, look, I wasn't even going to do this review today. I was just going to do a race review because I don't really care for this track. I was lying in bed this morning and someone woke me up and said, look, the qualifying session's on, practice free's on, come on, get up, come and watch it. You know, I said, leave me alone, I just want to sweep my sleep. Not interested in watching Monaco. It's like watching paint dry. I would rather watch paint dry for 2 hours in a 8x9 room than watch this shit on TV. And you know what? And for me, a lot of drivers play politics in this. A lot of drivers play politics. If you're a guy that doesn't usually get in the top 5 in qualifying, and you've got a top 5 time, and there's a minute to go, why wouldn't you put your car into the wall to stop the guy from behind you, who could be Lewis Hamilton or Charles Leclerc or even Alonso, stop them from getting their fast time so you got more positioning on the grid? Because that's what it looks like to me. It's too much of a coincidence that Perez went into that barrier. That's just my opinion. You may not agree with me. You may not agree with me. That's your prerogative. That's your opinion. But in my opinion, I think that Perez, the way he went into the barrier and then science after that, it was too much of a coincidence because it fucked up Lewis's lap. It fucked him up royally. Royally. And again, the bad luck continues for Lewis Hamilton. But I'm not worried about Lewis Hamilton. Not at all, because Lewis Hamilton will find his way into the race. The guy's a master around here. He's a 3-time world champion. 3-time world champion around Monaco. Not a problem. I'm not worried about Lewis Hamilton, but goes back to my point about positioning. I got some other news for you, but not about this qualifying. Now, Rumours are going around about Daniel Ricciardo and having problems at McLaren. Yeah. Problems at McLaren. You just worked that one out of it, that Daniel Ricciardo's having problems at McLaren. Daniel Ricciardo, where are we going to start? This is a guy that was at probably one of the best teams in Formula 1. He was in Red Bull. Oh, sweet, going up Red Bull. Max Verstappen came in, bullied him out the team. He didn't want to stay there and fight with Max Verstappen. He got bullied, left. He took his ball and went home. He left Red Bull, went straight to Renault, which to me, he should have stayed at Renault. Because Renault, they was building a team around him. They was building a team all around Daniel Ricciardo. And finally, at the beginning when he went to Renault, to be fair, it took him a couple of weeks to find his feet. But when he finally found his feet, he was up there. And they did not want him to leave. They gave him a big contract because that's what he went there for. He went there for the money. And plus, he got bullied by Max Verstappen out of Red Bull, in my opinion. He went to Renault, and they was building a team around him, which is, you know what I mean? He was only there a couple of weeks, but you can see he was the anchor behind the team. And he left. He left again and went to McLaren. And what was the famous words that he said to Lando Norris when he went to McLaren? I will end you. You're not ending no one, Daniel Ricciardo. The only thing you're ending is your contract with McLaren, and you're going to be unemployed by next season if you carry on. Because there was rumours going around in the paddock. There was rumours that Daniel Ricciardo, told Zach Brown, the team principal owner of McLaren, to go eat a salad. They was arguing with each other. I don't know what they was arguing. They could have been arguing about neighbours, home and away, EastEnders. I don't give a fuck. But there was arguing. There was arguing, and there was rumours that someone overheard and said that Dan Ricciardo shouted at Zach Brown and says, go and eat a salad. Now, you know what Zach Brown's like? He loves his steak. Good for him. He loves his steak, and that's the way he's. If he wants to eat that, and there's nothing wrong with that because I love steak, but if Zach Brown wants to look like that, that's his prerogative. The guy's a multi-millionaire. He'll never have to work in a day of his life. And if he wants to look like that, personally, I think Zach Brown looks all right. He's just a little bit chunky, that's all. He's not fat, not in my opinion. And he seems like a nice guy. But Daniel Ricciardo was putting out his mouth and saying, look, go and eat a salad. And all of a sudden after that, Zach Brown comes out in the news and said, look, Daniel Ricciardo is his contract's not watertight. There is ways out of his contract. So basically, you can see the writing on the wall with Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo, if he doesn't pick up in the next couple of races, he'll be getting his marching orders come Abu Dhabi at the end of the season. Even before Abu Dhabi, I wouldn't be surprised after the summer break if his run of form keeps dipping and dipping. I could see Zach Brown exiting him from McLaren. If I was McLaren, I'd be looking at Oscar Piastri, the Australian dude, the one who won Formula 3, Formula 2, future world champion. Mark Webber's his manager from Australia. He's the guy that McLaren should be looking at, because there's rumours about Oscar Piastri going into Alpine, but I can't see that happening, not the way Alonso's driving, and they're not going to get rid of Ocon. So maybe you could see him at McLaren. Listen, it's Formula 1. Things could switch on a dime just like that. And in my opinion, if Daniel Ricciardo hasn't pulled his socks up come summer break and his form keeps dipping, he's going to be out of there. Zach Brown's I wouldn't be surprised if Zach Brown is thinking to himself now he's going to be out of there anyway, just for saying to him, go eat a fucking salad. How can you say that to the team principal? The guy that pays your wages, the guy who had faith in you. You can't blame Zach Brown, for your dip of form. That's down to you. He's not driving the car. He gives you the money. He gives you the car. He gives you the setup. Go and do your fucking job. Instead of coming on the grid, and grinning like some stupid Cheshire cat. Because that's all you do all day long. You come and go, you come to the flipping paddock. You come to every weekend the same. I love Danny Rick. I love Danny Rick. All you can see in Daniel Ricciardo is his white gums. Stop acting like a fucking clown and do your fucking job. Because you're going to be out of there and I ain't going to miss you. Personally, you know what? Personally, I don't give a shit about Daniel Ricciardo. I don't give a shit. I never liked him. I never will. That's just the way he is. He might be a nice guy in real life, but as a driver, I don't give a shit. He had his best days at Red Bull, and then Max Verstappen bullied him out of the team. And you got the Sky Sports commentators coming out and saying, oh, I love Daniel Ricciardo. He's a nice guy. Fuck the nice guy. It's not about being a nice guy. It's about getting the job done. Very simple. It's not about being a fucking nice guy. Oh, like Daniel Ricciardo, he's a nice guy, feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for a fucking millionaire, okay? That guy's got money coming out of his fucking ass. I'm not going to feel sorry for it because he don't feel sorry for you. If you walked on the street and he saw you in the street, he'd be like, with his stupid, stupid grin. Personally, in my opinion, he's going to be out of there by the end of the season. And I ain't going to miss him. No. Let's get on to Mercedes. Now, everyone's saying, oh, Mercedes' car is gone. Mercedes' car is porpoising back. No, you stupid ass geeks. Nothing wrong with Mercedes' car. It's a fact it's Monaco. They don't resurface the road in Monaco. It is a street track. After qualifying, they open the roads up again and the people start going to work, start going everywhere. They go to parties. This is Monaco. This is why they should get rid of this track. This track is a death trap. You want to lose a couple of million in one weekend, crashing your car? Come to Monaco. That's all Monaco is. What is the point of getting a car, putting it on the track in Monaco, and driving if you can't overtake? Tell me, that is not Formula One if you can't overtake. All you're getting here is carnage, carnage, and carnage. That's all you get. Glitz and the glamour. Fuck the glitz and the glamour. I don't care about the glitz and the glamour. I care about racing, overtaking, down the inside. I do not care about fucking glitz and the glamour. I'm not there to watch the glitz and the glamour. I'm here to see racing. And tomorrow's supposed to be raining. You know what? That's the only thing what's gonna save this Grand Prix. Right? Is the rain. Let's face it. Because when the rain comes, anybody can win it then. Even fucking Latifi could win it. Nicholas Latifi could win this Grand Prix. Not. Never gonna happen. Even if it was down to 3 drivers, right? And he was in front, he'd still fuck it up. Now, let's go back to Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is complaining, right? Well, he's not fucking complaining. That's what the Red Bull geeks are saying. Lewis Hamilton is saying that in practice 3, well, all the practices, that he felt like his eyes were popping out his head with all the bouncing because of the road surfaces in Monaco, like I said about 2 minutes ago. And I was on Twitter the other day. This is a bit of fun, a little bit of banter. I was on Twitter the other day, and I said he's probably something like this. There you go. That's what Lewis Hamilton felt like when he was in the car, yeah, at Monaco yesterday in practice. He felt like his eyes were popping out his head. That's just anyway, just a little Twitter joke. But anyway, that's what he felt like yesterday. He felt like his eyes were popping out of his head. So, let's just fix this one here. Yeah, so, let's get back to Lewis. Yeah, basically, Lewis Hamilton, he qualified 8th at the end of the day. I think Hamilton could have easily got in the top 4. His sector times were fast in Monaco just before the crashes happened at the end. So, at the end of the day, right, we know Lewis is a master around here. He could do his thing tomorrow at the race. And yeah, for me, if it doesn't rain, which is, look, they're saying 80% of the chances it's going to rain tomorrow. That's basically it's going to rain. It's going to fucking thunderstorm. Lickers Latifi or Albon's going to win the race. Dumber and dumber. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. They still wouldn't get the job done. Stick him in a Ferrari or Mercedes or Red Bull. They still couldn't get the job done. That's why Albon went to Red Bull and failed. Very simple. Failed. Everybody's talking about Albon now. Go, oh, Albon's doing great at Williams. Yeah, because he's in a fucking Williams. Anybody can do good in a Williams. He had his chance at Red Bull and he failed. Failed. If you don't like it, yeah, it's the fact that you just don't like the truth. That's what it is. A lot of people always go, oh, nah, it's not like that. It's not. Yeah, it is like that. It is like that. The reality is, Albon went to Red Bull, failed. For me, I think they should, look, as for Red Bull drivers, I think Gasly, they should give Gasly another chance. I don't think it's going to happen. I thought last year it was going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen now. But I think Gasly, they should give Gasly another chance. But you know what? If they don't take Gasly, most likely he'll probably go to Mercedes. He'll go to that's it. That's the guy that Mercedes should be after. Oscar Paraski, the guy I was talking about, Australian guy. That'd be a good guy to replace Lewis Hamilton. Imagine him going to Mercedes, him and George Russell. They got it locked for the rest of the next 10 years. But anyway, enough of that shit. This is what I'm talking about anything now because it's Monaco. But anyway, that's the end of it, man. Monaco's done. Charles Leclerc is my favourite to win the race tomorrow. He's my favourite to win the championship. He's my favourite to win this race tomorrow. Please let the gods be with him tomorrow. I want Charles Leclerc to win this tomorrow. From Monaco. He got pole last year, but we know what happened to his race last year. He's got pole again this year. Hopefully, he's in the best car as well. Let's bring it on, Charles. I want Charles to win it tomorrow. And that's it, man. That's the end of this Monaco rant because I hate this track. So, this is Solo P1 signing out. See you later, guys. But before I go, don't forget to hit me up on Spotify and iTunes, my podcast. You want to listen to me in the car, you want to listen to me at the gym, you want to listen to me digging your toes, you want to listen to me taking a shit on your phone. This is it. Spotify. It's called Solo P1 F1 Reviews. Type that in on Spotify. Type that in iTunes and you will see my lovely red logo. The red logo which says Solo P1 on it. Hit the sub, hit the subscribe, hit the follow, whatever you want to do. And help out the channel because this is Solo P1 and I've been doing this a long time. And I thank you for all the subs I've got in the last month. We're nearly there. Let's go. Solo P1 signing out. See you guys for the race day review. Bye.